Hi, I'm Jim Kress. I serve as the Ministerial Secretary for the General Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. And in this special segment, you're going to meet a number of my colleagues who have made what many people would consider to be a radical choice. They have returned by their own choice at a particular point in their ministry to pastoral ministry. They've returned from a variety of departmental or administrative backgrounds and responsibilities, and I can personally understand why they've made this choice. A number of years ago, Sharon and I made the same choice, and I must tell you it was one of the most productive and happy choices that we ever made. As you listen to my colleagues today, you're going to discover different things prompted this decision. Some of them wanted more time with their families. Some of them wanted less travel. Some of them want just simply to close their ministry where they began it, in contact with people. The nice thing about it is that each, for their own reasons, have been able to see a porous border between departmental or leadership or administrative work and pastoral ministry. And that porous border is really the way things ought to be.
I believe that there are a lot of administrators who are thinking about making this very decision, and I would encourage them to do so. Because I believe that the reason they were chosen to be where they are is because they were very successful and talented on the local church level.
People have been, to be honest about it, a little bit mystified by it and said, why are you leaving such a, in quotes, prestigious position with that broad degree of influence and going back to pastoring again? And it's a good question. Pastoral ministry, I think, is a much better reflection of the virility of life that there was in the New Testament versus sort of administrative or corporate kinds of ministry. Not that those weren't in the early church, but it really reflects, I think, much more of the New Testament passion and keeps one more, this is very important to me, keeps one more in contact with a primal call to ministry that made us all go into to begin with.
I chose to leave administration and come back to pastoring, first of all, because of a sense of calling. I felt God was calling me. Secondly, because I think the pastorate is the most important position there is in the church. It's always been my first love, and 20 years away in departmental work at conference and then at general conference level had left a hunger for working with the people where the action is.
Well, I've been telling different pastors for years that I was going to do this someday, and the time just came. It was at the end of a term. I've been asked to continue, so that was good. You know, you don't want to be cut from the squad, and we prayed about it, made the decision to go back into pastoral ministry because I feel that that is the most vital part of all of the ministry of this church. All of it is important at every level. It's very important, but the pastorate is vital.
Going back to the pastoral level has done a couple of things for me. It has caused me to rethink my personal journey with God and realize how vitally important that intimate connection with God really is. It has triggered a deeper hunger for a deeper relationship with God in me. And it has helped me focus my ministry more specifically on making a difference in people's lives and in a congregation.
In returning to pastoral ministry, I'm finding that it's refocused my energies and my ministry. It's more person-centered instead of relating to institutions and the church structures. It's focusing specifically on people. And from a spiritual perspective, it's helped me to connect more personally and closely with individuals and their needs. On a spiritual level, it's caused me to have a broader and richer prayer life. Of course, I've always prayed for the ministry that I've been involved in, and that's always necessary, but it's able to be even more focused and more intelligently attached to the needs of people.
Being